All right, let's just jump right in. So, if you're a new or maybe a training hypnotherapist, you know this feeling, right? That crushing pressure to choose a niche. It feels like this massive, monumental decision you have to get absolutely perfect from day one. But what if I told you that the most powerful niche isn't something you have to invent out of thin air? What if it's already in you, just waiting to be uncovered?
And look, that feeling of being totally overwhelmed, it's 100% valid. You look out at this, crowded marketplace and the questions just start swirling in your head. What makes me different? How on earth do I pick a direction? It's so easy to get stuck in that loop. But don't worry, in the next few minutes, we're going to break right out of it by shifting our perspective entirely. So when it comes down to it, there are really two ways to tackle this. First, you've got the outside-in method. This is a total recipe for stress, right? It's all about chasing trends, trying to squeeze yourself into a mold that doesn't fit, forcing your message. And then there's the inside-out approach. This one starts with you. It starts with your experiences, your passions, your real, authentic self. And believe me, it's not just easier, it's way more sustainable. And it's absolutely magnetic for the clients that you are truly meant to help.
And this right here is the secret that really changes the whole game. Your most compelling, most powerful niche. It isn't something you have to make up just to fit into the market. No way. It's already there. It's woven into the very fabric of your life story, just waiting for you to discover it.
Just think about that for a second. The real gold of your practice, it isn't hiding in some boring trend report. It's right there in your lived experiences, your natural strengths, and all those unique patterns that make you, well, you. And when your work comes from that place of genuine authenticity, you don't have to fake your confidence. You don't have to force your message. It just flows naturally.
Okay, so the big question is, how do you actually find that gold? Well, that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to walk through 5 super specific, actionable ways to uncover what I love to call your hypno superpowers. You know, those unique qualities that are going to form the rock-solid foundation of your niche.
All right, number 1, we're going to inventory your skills. And I mean all of them. Not just your fancy hypnotherapy training. No, this is about the abilities you've been honing your entire life, often from chapters that on the surface seem to have nothing to do with therapy, but actually have everything to do with who you are.
So let's really dig into this for a second. What do people always come to you for help with, even when you're not, on the clock? Are you the person who can take any super complex idea and just make it simple? That's a huge clue. Or are you a natural storyteller who can just captivate a room? Another clue. See, these aren't just little personality quirks. These are foundational skills for your entire practice.
Okay, number 2, turn towards your passions. Seriously, the things that genuinely light you up, they're like giant flashing neon signs pointing you in the right direction. And why is that? Because that authentic energy, it's what makes you magnetic. It's what draws the right people to you without you ever having to feel like you're selling anything.
This is where we get to connect some fun dots between things that might seem totally unrelated. So, for example, maybe you love interior design. Well, perhaps your niche is helping creative people clear out all that mental clutter so they can build a beautiful inner world. Or what if you're obsessed with fantasy fiction? Guess what? You probably have an amazing gift for using powerful metaphors, which is a massive asset in hypnosis.
Number 3, let's talk about your superpowers. Now, these are different from skills. These aren't things you learn in a course. These are your innate gifts. They are the qualities that are just part of your essence. It's your core way of being in the world. And these superpowers, they influence everything, especially how people feel when they're around you. I mean, think about it for a second. Clients are often drawn to a therapist's energy and presence long before they ever read a list of qualifications. That feeling they get from you, that's your superpower at work. So, what is it for you? Are you someone who just naturally calms a room the second you walk in? Or are you the opposite? Do you energize people and get them all excited about new possibilities? Maybe you're a deep, deep listener who makes people feel so profoundly heard. Or maybe you're the one who brings clarity or order, or even a bit of humor to total chaos. These qualities, they are absolutely central to your work.
All right. Number 4, it's time to connect with your own life experience. I'm talking about the chapters of your story, the highs, the lows, the messy transitions in between. All of that has given you a unique insight and a relatability that literally no one else on the planet has. That is your edge. There's such a powerful truth in this. You're most aligned to help people who are going through something you've already moved through.
Maybe you've recovered from burnout yourself, or you've navigated the beautiful chaos of early motherhood, or you've made a massive, scary career pivot. Your personal experience gives your work this undeniable depth, and it lets you connect with clients who just know on a gut level that you truly, truly get it.
And finally, step number 5 is where we bring it all together. You've done the work, right? You've explored your skills, your passions, your superpowers, your life story. This is all the rich, raw material. Now all we have to do is shape that incredible internal insight into a clear, external message. So let's get super practical for a minute. How do you take all of this amazing self-discovery and actually turn it into a practice? Well, it starts with crafting a really simple niche statement. And listen, this isn't about finding the perfect words. It's just about gaining clarity.
Think of this simple framework as your starting point. It's a really easy way to translate all that internal work into a clear external message. Basically, it just answers 3 simple questions. Who do you help? What do you help them with? And what's your unique way of doing it?
Just look at these examples. Notice how each one blends a specific type of person, a clear problem, and that unique approach we've been talking about. The first one, for creative entrepreneurs, it leans into a skill by using visual metaphors. The third one, for professionals, it highlights a personal superpower by combining structure and softness. See? This is how your authentic self really starts to come to life in your business.
And before we wrap this up, there's one last really crucial point I want you to remember. Your niche is not a life sentence. It is not set in stone. Please think of it more like a starting point, like a hypothesis that is going to grow and evolve right alongside you in your practice. The real key here is to avoid analysis paralysis. Don't wait for the so-called perfect niche before you even start helping people. Real clarity, it doesn't come from endless brainstorming. It comes from action, from working with clients, from testing what feels right, and from learning as you go. So just remember, this is all a journey of discovery. Your niche is an evolution. It's not some fixed destination. So after everything we've talked about today, I'm going to leave you with this one question to really think about. What's your first step going to be?